Alright. Second half of the book.
Best part. I thought the good was good.
You thought the good was good?
Start over.
I'm not returning it.
I thought the beginning was good until I read the last part. The last part was so freaking good.
It just hit it right then and there. It was just everything just came really just jumped right at you.
The beginning was I thought it was going to be the best part of the book.
Yeah.
After reading
So
the middle,
so
because
did I.
the middle was
Yeah.
really bad and slow.
And then it just
and then the end.
It came up here and then came down, went like this for a couple chapters. It was awesome. Hands down the best book I've ever read.
Alright.
So, how do you think the next book is going to start? Because there is a second one.
Did you read the part?
I read the first page. I read
Is that the beginning of the book, or is that like a summary of the book?
It's the beginning of the book. It's chapter 1. Well, I guess
I only read like a couple sentences of it.
I think you read it, didn't you?
No.
Oh, okay. Then how do you think the next book's going to start, or just how do you think the next book's going to go?
It's gonna start where they took him.
Yeah. And how
how he's living his life now compared to how he was living it.
And then what he's done so far, where he's been, and then just everything.
Speaking of that, where do you think the special agent or whatever was going to take him from his family?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna go far away.
I feel like it'll be
Where they're in
Detroit. I feel like it'll be like.
Where is Detroit in Michigan?
Sound like the southeast side.
Is it on the
southeast? Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're gonna go to Florida because that's a lot farther away.
I think Florida or California, something like that. Texas maybe. Hawaii, Alaska. Could end up picking anywhere.
Yeah.
That's basically what the said.
Or they might go to all the places he named and just move around the United States.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you kind of do it?
I don't know. I'd assume it would be they would take him one place and then they'd still track these dudes, and if they were closing in on them, they'd move them again, change their name, stuff like that, and keep going.
Do you think they're gonna get their identity changed and all that like Mr. Friedman had to? What do you think is gonna happen to the dad?
There's no doubt in my mind he's gonna be killed. I wouldn't be surprised if he was already killed.
Even if he flees, I guarantee you they'll track him down and just straight go right at him. Because they already get this two little trainers.
Those dudes don't play with money. If you owe him something, you pay him. Otherwise,
Plus, he snitched on them. He got the high priest arrested.
Yeah. How do you feel about the dad taking the daughter just out of the blue after the big whole fight?
I read that and I was like, what even just happened?
That's when when I was sitting there reading in class and I was like, what the hell? That's right where I was. It's just
it made
blew my mind.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
Nah, I would have figured that they after that day they would have had another fight or something would have had to go out between them. Didn't think he'd be I'm taking your sister away until you fight. It's basically taking his will against him.
What do you think happened to her? Where do you think he brought her when he took her? And what happened to her?
I don't know.
You think he just took her to a house and had her live with somebody, or do you think he just locked her in a room, held her basically hostage?
Did they were the sister and mother together when they got found?
No.
Yeah.
They were?
I thought they were.
I thought that they found the mother and then they found the sister.
From what it sounded, they were in the same spot.
So then I would assume that he just daughter to the mother just to scare him.
Yeah.
What is going to happen to Caitlin?
Honestly,
It became a serious thing, like we predicted.
Right at the end.
yeah,
And then
they got taken away, and she was yelling after him, and then the agent said not to look back.
He said there was a gardener across the road that was with them, and then they were putting 2 custodians in the school.
Still,
When she goes home.
yeah.
Never know. Detroit's a freaking city.
Yeah, especially with people like that running after you.
What are you guys doing in there?
Shut up, Tom.
You guys recording?
Yes.
Ooh.
How long do you think you wanted to quit
Safety
fighting?
group.
How long do you think you wanted to quit fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, he seemed like he liked it, but then like he always had those like ups and downs about it. But as soon as like his dad was like forcing him to, he
As soon as
just
his
like
dad started messing with him.
Yeah.
he just instantly wanted to sit there because it's like that was their income, and like he said, well, if I'm not gonna do it, then if you're gonna treat me this way, then I'm not gonna fight, and I'm not gonna be your income for you to just sit there and mess around.
When it was this section when he started fighting his dad. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? I thought he was gonna kill his dad.
So,
oh my!
Dude, if his sister wasn't there, the book would have totally flipped around.
If his sister wasn't there, the dad would have been dead.
How'd you feel when I can't think of his name, but when they saw MD with Caitlin, and then he would sit there and like he noticed them, and then he just got in his car, drove away, and then like once the fight happened, his dad made her come, and then like he was just like completely.
Honestly, that kind of pissed me off a little bit because I didn't think that him and Caitlin would become a thing then.
Honestly, and then like
And then when he went to their school and
Yeah.
she flipped out on him, I'm like, oh my god, why?
I could tell he was definitely pissed off at his dad from that, because like.
The fact that he lived 72 hours straight without not eating, drinking, sleeping, showering,
Is
that,
insane.
And then fought like the next
and then
day.
fought and
He could have won.
He could have easily won, but he let him win.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what was your reaction when they said when Caesar showed up to fight?
I honestly didn't
It
think,
took me a couple minutes to realize it. Because like I read it, I hadn't read in a while.
Yeah.
Because that was when I took like a week or week and a half break. And I like read it, and then like he said something about like the movie pulled back at the place. I was like, oh, this is the dude that was talking crap to him at the boxing place.
and then how like he sat there and he like always wanted to. Well, Caesar always wanted to go against him because it's like everybody thought that MD was like the best fighter and whatnot. And
Dude, when it said that he lifted his 2 fingers up to let Caesar get out
to
of
let
it,
him break through
and
it.
then next thing you know, he's in the rear naked choke.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I knew he was gonna like pull away from it because his dad said he had money on the win in the 3rd round. It was the 3rd round. Could have killed him.
Yeah,
But
okay.
instead he didn't.
I thought that his dad. So I saw he said that his dad was like the most happy person in the place, cheering the loudest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, he's definitely gonna make it.
Yeah.
He's gonna take it to a round 4,
So his dad does.
Yeah.
so his dad doesn't get the money. But then he just let up and let the other guy win.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
And then I was mind blown as soon as like after whatnot, like he recovered from whatever and like he couldn't move like on a training table or whatnot. And then he came up and talked to him and just slapped him and let the money right then and there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I knew I wasn't gonna tap out. I was just gonna take it.
Yeah.
At least tap out. You're not.
Yeah, I definitely
I
would have tapped out.
I was kind of surprised when Caesar brought him the money and started
Yeah.
talking to him.
Yeah.
Like
He had enough
honestly,
balls
like
to do that.
if anything, I thought that he was gonna keep it, but like if you were to like give him all that money, I thought like he would at least split it like 25%.
I think the only reason Caesar fought him was so that, people would stop telling him that MD was the best fighter in Detroit. All he wanted was for people to stop saying that. So he didn't really care
He wanted to
about the
prove
money.
his worthy.
Yeah.
Have you guys just like thought about how bad this kid's life is?
Oh, it's horrible.
Like the situation, not made just because of the fighting, but because of where
Well,
he
yeah,
lives.
He's basically got to be a father at 16 to
Well, he's basically been a father his whole life.
his
Kind of.
sister who's in kindergarten. He
Yeah, plus he was walking down the street and then Ferrari Frank
Yeah,
showed up and was like talking about how he can get you whatever he wants.
legit anything.
Yeah.
And it was like part of like the streets where like legit the ambulance and the cops wouldn't come until like the bodies were like stone cold and whatnot.
Plus, when he walked in the one bar, whatever it was, the Seed Club, whatever,
Yeah.
he instantly had a cop pointing a shot at his
Yeah.
face. Like, wow. We walked into any bar around here, and that would definitely not be the
No.
situation.
Maybe get a beer bottle broken over your head, but you don't get a shot you point at your face.
No, definitely not.
Why do you think Mr. Friedman agreed to help him find his sister?
Honestly, I think he saw his potential worth as soon and like how like what he was going through when like he ended up picking him up off the street and then like bringing him to the restaurant and whatnot with like meatballs and everything, and then like seeing how what he had to do with his sister to like keep her like educated and whatnot, and then like as soon as she wouldn't play like the claw machine and this and that, like he knew that like money was tight and that he had to buy stuff that was like actually important. And I knew like everything was like kind of like budgeted.
I think when they went on their whatever they call it, he realized how much he actually does care for her, and like how he's raised her to be respectful. And I mean, he was gonna hand her money, and he just said no, that she didn't need it, and told her to tell him that. But
Yeah, they didn't need handouts.
I think Mr. Friedman helped him because he was in that situation.
he was in
before.
that
Yeah.
position.
He had to deal with the
Yeah.
priests and all that before. So he knows like how bad it gets. How do you guys feel about like how much Bam Bam has changed throughout the story? Because in the beginning he was some hard-nosed fighter, but at the very end, this quote, he was literally begging Mr.
Yeah.
Friedman for help.
He went from dude, raised in the hood.
He would never ask for help.
Yeah.
No matter he could be dying and he wouldn't
Yeah.
ask for help.
To a dude in a private school that
Actually cares.
has a girlfriend
Yeah.
and asks somebody for help.
I think he ended up like snapping to reality like right after.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he like fought his dad took away his sister, and then he had to fight, and then as soon as like in the ring where he just like gave it up and just gave him the win, I think he snapped to reality and realized what he needed to do.
Plus, another way he's changed is like these are two of my journals. And then in the beginning, he would have done anything he could to win a fight whatsoever, no matter what, even if his dad was the most excited for him. But at the end, it said he literally said, "Yeah, I could have ended it, but I realized that if I did end it, it would never end."
He lost a fight to get his dad killed.
Yeah.
And also like
It seems bad, but once you read the book and realize the
Yeah.
situation he's in, it's like
I mean,
a lot of people are done.
the kid, he put his life and his soul into fighting. His dad pushed him every single. I mean, I've known kids that have, love the sport so much, and then they have one coach or one teammate or a parent that pushes them just past it. And
yeah,
they don't.
they just sit there, they don't
They never
wanna
played
do it.
sport again. And I think he just realized that he was doing so much unnecessary stuff, and there was an easier way to get out, and one where he could be more successful. He wouldn't get his brain beat in, and he'd make more. He probably can make more money doing something else.
Yeah.
Especially
Plus-
like what he was gonna go into.
Plus, his mom's one of the head people at some big
Yeah,
company,
his mom makes bank.
and then him changing his life and becoming Caitlin's boyfriend. Caitlin gave her scholarship
To his
his
sister.
sister.
Yeah.
So not only did he change his life,
He
for the
changed his
better, he
sister's
changed his
as well.
sister's.
And they legit, like, he wouldn't have to go to a different school to, like, completely, like, go and
Yeah,
pick her
they'd be
up.
in the same area the whole day.
I thought it was crazy how he basically like predicted his mom's like life after she got pushed away because like he always thought that it was because of like his fault and that like he did it because like he would never do his homework. He just want to sit there, train, fight, and whatnot, and then he would sit there and he like wished that he had like she had a husband or whatnot and lived in a tall condominium and everything and just lived like the perfect life and like as soon as he found out that like his dad basically pushed her away and like said that he would take everybody's life, yeah, but like it was
Do you think his dad pushed the mom away in case something like that happened, or like he didn't want to fight, so he needed to do something like that with his sister? Or if he ever, and then if he stopped fighting, then he would go and like snitch on the high priest and all that.
I think he pushed her away because he wanted MD to fight. He didn't want anything else, so
Yeah.
he pushed her away because
in case
she argued that it wasn't right and he wasn't going to become successful and he was probably going to end up getting killed. And so he said, "Okay, leave."
so it was just like she probably argued with him saying like I'm gonna take the kids or whatnot and then
Yeah.
as soon as he just pulled the card saying I'll take your life away right here and then.
Who did you think the two dudes were at first?
I thought they were when they said they were like the agents or whatever, the Secret Service or whatever.
I
I thought they were a part of the priest.
When they said when he was like, where's my sister? And she said in the white van with your mom. I thought they were definitely the priest.
Yeah, so did I. They're like in the white van. He's like, yeah, there was a white van, no windows.
I was
I'm
I was sitting there. I was like, you have to save them. Go get them while reading.
I was literally like, these are the priests. So if you
Yeah.
trust them, you're literally gonna get you. And
If
your
you go
family.
in that van, you're dead.
I thought it was crazy about like how he sat there and like he believed them at first, but like he totally didn't, and they ended up he could have took one of the guards' life away straight away because like he's totally a ham on him.
I just should say that. I was like, dude, when he
What's
attacked
that
the
movie?
guard,
Yeah,
And the dude shoves the rod in his freaking kidney.
and then
it wasn't his rod, it was his gun.
Yeah,
It was his gun. Oh, I thought it was his rod.
and then they sat there and they were like, either accept it or you don't. If you try anything else, boy.
I honestly thought he was gonna stay.
So did I.
Like I was reading it and like the part came where Caitlin was yelling at him. I thought he was gonna turn around and walk.
I thought
I thought he
did
was
that.
at least gonna go tell her what was going on, not
Yeah.
just run away.
Well, the dude told him to don't turn around.
Yeah, because
If,
he said like
if
that
he
he'd
would have
go-
turned around, like I feel like he definitely would have stayed.
Yeah, he
The
said
dude
don't
told him to turn around after he already ran. Like I thought before he started running, he was just gonna go and be like, "Hey, this is going on," and I thought that he was gonna say, "Come with me," and she goes with him.
That's
what I
that,
thought.
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that like he was gonna sit there and like they would like pass her and he'd be like, I'm not going unless if she comes.
Do you think she would have?
It's tough. It's really tough because, I mean, she's got the Archer Award already, basically. Well, she does have it since she did her.
She's 16 years old and successful. I mean, what's the point of how long have they been dating? Like a month?
No,
I don't even think a month.
I don't know because
No,
he only went to Radiance for 72 hours, so it's been like a week maybe.
If that, like she's successful, and then she would have to change her name, move to a different place. She'd start brand new.
And be a nobody, but like in that one little town in Detroit was so successful.
Little town.
Well,
Michael, Detroit's a big city inside of Michigan.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry. All right.
But I don't know. I feel like she would have went with him though.
Yeah.
There's part of me that thinks like she would have been nervous that she wouldn't.
Yeah.
Goes both ways.
What do you think the smarter decision would have been?
Smarter decision, honestly, might be to go with because she's a target.
Yeah.
And if he would have told her that she's a target, like they have guards on campus.
But as soon as you leave campus, there's nobody protecting.
exactly. So that's why I think she should have went
I
with.
mean, you go home, and her whole family gets killed too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think smarter decision would have been if she would have known what was going
Yeah.
on. She had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, obviously she doesn't know what's going on. Do you think that in the second book they're ever gonna like meet up again?
Yeah, definitely,
Most definitely.
100%. We didn't even think they were gonna like date. We thought they
Yeah.
were complete enemies,
Mm-hmm.
and then they start dating.
Well, because they started off like messing around with each other, and then she kissed him, and they were like had a thing,
Yeah.
and then she went and saw the fight and hated it.
Yeah.
And then all of
Well,
a
she
sudden,
hated him at first.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
hated him, liked him a
Liked
little
him.
bit,
And
hated
then
him,
Hated him.
and then boyfriend.
they-
girlfriend.
yeah.
Because since he stuck up for her because of those 3 little goons he saw. I tried to like mess with her.
Dude. You remember the part about the throat?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That was
machete?
terrible.
Yeah.
That was nasty. I was reading that.
It's like
Just
you
the-
could see the spine.
Yeah, like just the description of those pictures.
Yeah. Like
Honestly,
yeah.
were, like it was good, but like it just made me feel like
Yeah.
disgusted.
Dude, when the guy said that Nate, Nick, and Connor were dead, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
They're dead? What did they do? I figured it would be like his dad's dead.
Yeah. I thought it was anybody but them.
Mhm.
It could have been anybody but them. What'd they even do? Like, why do you think they did it? Why do you think they killed those two specifically?
Because he was in the corner. They were in the
Yeah, they were in the
corner
corner of that fight for him.
of that fight.
When it originally, honestly, if his
The
dad
dad might
wouldn't
have
have,
said something.
Yeah.
Do you think that Nate, Nick, and Connor snitched and the priest thought? No. Do you think the priest thought it was Nate, Nick, and Connor that snitched, not the dad?
It could be that, or the dad could have snitched,
Yeah.
and and said something about those
Yeah.
two to get them involved, to get them away from him.
yeah, because like his dad would have been like right behind him, like in the ropes or whatnot, but like he was in like the.
He was with all the priests.
Yeah, like he was like the valuable spectator or
Oh
whatnot.
yeah, so he sat right next to
Yeah.
the high priest.
Because it was like the biggest fight of the history with him and what's his name?
When I saw the Brooklyn Beast got arrested, or when they said there ain't no beast,
Yeah,
I thought they were talking about like because MD looked like bad.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh gosh, it's because he didn't get destroyed. But then Weasel came up and said that he got arrested last night. I was like, what?
I wonder what happened with it.
It was armed robbery. I thought.
Dude's in jail.
Oh,
man.
yeah, it was
got
armed
arrested
robbery.
for armed robbery.
Like why would you even do that? Like
Dude, yeah, you're training. You're one of the best. You're top 2 in the nation for
because
fighting.
you're legit getting
This
transferred
is-
from a state to another state to do
Plus,
underground
whoever
cage
wins that battle is the best cage fighter in the nation, and
Yeah.
probably is going to go to the MMA. And
It's hood fighting though, so those guys are.
Not
Most of them,
like
most
the
of them
brightest,
are probably
but
in gangs.
yeah,
MD's probably the only one that isn't doing crack every other day.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. That dude's never touched a drug in his life, except for
Probably the only one that hasn't raped a chick.
yeah.
Probably the only one that hasn't done burglary.
Well, he got his virginity taken at a young age because his dad.
That's not rape.
I know,
That's
but
not-
I'm just saying.
if anything, lets him get raped.
Yeah, I'm just saying because like his dad brought him to that little C's whatever bar or whatnot, and they had that
Yeah,
little
he
storage
did
room
it,
in the
did
bed.
it upstairs. Yeah.
In a little storage room with a little blue mattress.
Dude, I thought when he was describing that room, I thought he was going to go up there and his sister was going to be up there.
So did
And
I.
was
So did I. That was
"Damn,
gonna be
man,
absolutely
that's nasty. That's disgusting.
Dude, I thought he was gonna walk in like to some place and like see her getting raped.
Oh my!
What do you
when
think he would do?
when he was talking to Ferrari Frank, and he's like, "I'm looking for a little girl,"
I thought that.
and
yeah.
he brought one out.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I thought.
oh my
I honestly
God.
thought,
I thought it was
gonna
gonna be her.
Yeah.
So did I. I'm like, dude, this guy's got a sister.
That's still insane. And then as
Oh my
soon as he legit beat the crap out
Beat
of him,
Ferrari Frank, and then the little 11-year-old
Yeah.
girl started fighting him. I'm like,
yeah, and called him like a bastard.
What is
Told him
this?
to fuck himself and whatnot. I honestly,
was
my
so
mind was
confused.
blown.
I was so confused.
I never thought that like somebody could like just change like to a lifestyle that like
That's what people like that do though.
I feel like what would have happened. I feel like that girl's trained like that because she's got like a knife or something. So then Ferrari Frank takes the money, and she kills the guy, and then goes back to the guy. But
Scary crap goes down in Detroit.
Plus, he lives in like bad part of Detroit.
Yeah. Legit, where like cops don't even want to go.
Yeah.
East 7 Mile.
I don't have this written down, so I don't know the exact quote, but
Yeah.
the one where it was like, some parts of Detroit get salted so people can drive and walk safely, but I live in the part where no salt or anything gets down, and the cops don't come until the shooting's done, and the ambulance doesn't come until the bodies are cold, and then firefighters don't come until the fire's already done.
Yeah, and they like don't get out of the truck at all.
I was like, it's bad stuff.
I thought it showed like true like potential with him and fighting when he what was his name, like Blade, was it like Blade or something like that? Because he had like really sharp he had like
Razor.
he had like really sharp fingernails and whatnot, and like he's like, oh, he's like his like priest went or whatnot, and then he finally like his dad like talked to him and was like, that's not like
The oil.
yeah, and then like his dad was like pulled the oil out of his bag. He's like, well, then we're gonna do it too. And he's like, no, I'm not doing it. Like he's not cheating.
That's
Like
just,
he never cheated once.
that's
and,
just
like,
who he is.
He's humble.
He wants to beat people fair.
Well, cage fight.
fair, but like he doesn't like break the rules.
I mean, he
to,
doesn't.
like,
He doesn't do extra to gain
leverage.
Leverage. Big word in throughout the book, actually.
Actually, like
His dad
towards,
said
like
it.
ever since the fight,
His
that
dad
last
said
fight.
it since like the very beginning, and then
Mr. Friedman said it. He
yeah.
had leverage on the priest.
Oh, dude, that was that.
Dude, Mr. Friedman came in clutch. At first, I thought he was just some science teacher. Man
That shocked me. That honestly might have been the most shocking part.
came in clutch.
At first, I was so confused because it was like he's just a science teacher, like he's not even gonna do anything. And then they were sitting there talking. He said that he used to be with the FBI. I was like, what?
He used to have to deal with the priest.
Yeah.
He was trying to convince this kid to go to the school, and I was like, this dude has no idea what he's going through. And then like he's just like, oh, I grew up the same way you are. I had to deal with the priest houses. He knows what he's going through.
Yeah.
Like he like knew exactly like how his life was going.
Telling him that if he doesn't take this opportunity, he's gonna end up dead or on the corner dealing drugs.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll get back in fighting in the second book?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I honestly think that he would.
I don't know if he will because he
Like-
said that once he tasted his mom's like mashed potatoes or whatever, then
He's
he'll
gonna get fat.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be fat. So I'm like, well, he's never gonna train ever again.
I mean, he could still stay fit, but like
I think he'll find somebody that he doesn't. He'll find a
I
place.
feel like something will happen to his mom or his sister again.
Yeah.
And then he'll like get back into fighting just to help.
Yeah, I feel like he'll do it. Like it'll be without his dad, so he won't be pissed off all the time. His dad won't be, taking his money and taking all the money. I feel like he definitely will though, eventually.
I honestly think that he would like still he'd still like practice or
Yeah, I
whatnot,
feel
but
like
like he wouldn't
I
like
feel like
do
he'll
like
train just for
Yeah.
the hell of it.
like he'll train for fun, but like I don't think he'll use it until he like really like has to.
Yeah.
And like someday like comes to him.
That's what I would do if I was like in this situation. I mean, I'd still train just so I can stay fit. And like, man's basically a certified badass.
Yeah.
So having that title would be pretty cool. But I wouldn't use it like I wouldn't cage fight or anything.
I feel like he'll get an opportunity, like UFC or something.
Or,
like
yeah,
that.
what if like an agent
Yeah.
hears
Like,
about
I feel
it
like he'll get the opportunity. Like
and he
that.
can train like professionally for MMA.
I feel like that'll be the only way he gets back into it is if he gets an opportunity.
Yeah. All right, boys. You got anything else?
I don't believe so.
This was definitely the best discussion. We'll just start off there.
Yeah.
This was the best discussion.
Is everything just
Probably because
Everything just changed.
So much
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
It was so. I thought, it was so much better.
This was easily the best
Legit, as
part.
soon as I
The
finished the book,
second half of the book was easily way better than the first
Honestly, if it ended anyway different, I don't think it would have been as bad.
Michael FaceTimed me last
Yeah,
night.
legit. As soon as I was done, I was like, I got to. And he sat there. I was like, "Hey, are you done with the book?" He goes, "No, I got like 30 some pages." I was like, "All right." I was like, "Call me when you're done."
That was crazy.
I was gonna FaceTime you, but then I sat there and talked to him, and he's like, "No." He's like, "Peach hasn't finished it yet." I was like, "All right."
I had like 10 pages to go. I read at math.
Just
It was crazy. I hate books. I hate reading.
I do as
But
well.
that was
But this one was
honestly-
like,
that was
yeah.
amazing.
I sat there, and as soon as I was done, I go, I just finished the book." She goes,
That was the first full book I've read by myself since
"I
eighth
was
grade
forced
year,
to."
probably, which we were forced to.
Yeah. Sounds about
I
right.
didn't read one page of The Kite Runner, or
I didn't either because she read it to us. I just
Yeah.
flipped through the pages.
I fell asleep during it. I didn't like it.
Plus, then Spirit Bear books we read. I didn't.
the freshman. I never read a page. Probably why I finished with like a C and T plus in that class, but screw it.
Anyways, this is definitely the best discussion. I feel like we did pretty good
Like
on
we
all
touched almost
categories.
everything. We might have left a couple things out, but I'm pretty sure we touched like legit every single thing. Though.
Plus, we all read our journals to give evidence, and all answered. We all asked like 3 or 4 questions or more.
Yeah. I'm gonna get good responses with proof and
Yeah. We all responded to everyone's questions as well with good, solid answers, and none of us asked like yes or no questions or
yeah.
bad questions. All right. I think that's it.
So